Live from the rinks, it's Wednesday night hockey. Tonight's heavyweight matchup between Connetquot Sayville and Patchogue Medford. Starting goalies tonight. For Connetquot Sayville, Alexander Clark, number 40, is starting. And on the other side, for Patchogue Medford, it's going to be Luke Tannenbaum, number 30. Leading scorers coming in tonight, Christopher Esposito leads Connetquot Sayville. He's got 9 goals, 2 assists, 11 points. On the other side, Justin Morrissey in 10 games with 21 goals, 11 assists. That's good for 32 points. Coming in tonight, we got Connetquot Sayville sitting 9th place in JV at 3-7. On the other side, Patchogue Medford 7-3, sitting at 6th place in the JV division. Just over a minute until puck drop. Out tonight for Connetquot Sayville, Chris Haggerty, and on the other side, Connor Babinski, Bailey Ward are both out for Patchogue Medford. Under 30 seconds until puck drop. The Long Island Sports Network pregame report is presented to you by the Timeout Cafe. The Timeout Cafe, your source for all food and beverage here at the rinks. The horn sounds. Let's get underway here at the rinks. Worth mentioning before tonight's matchup, Justin Morrissey is coming in with 1 less goal, 21, than Connetquot Sayville has in the entire season. That's 22. Something to keep an eye on there. Among the top scorers in the JV division this season. Starting lineup takes the ice for Connetquot Sayville. It's going to be Wagner, Schneider, I believe, Esposito, Hall, and Massey. On the other side, Morrissey, Strong, Welch, Gapanoff, okay, the 5th name there in a second. Face-off now. Wagner wins it back. Picked up by Snyder, and he heads the other way. Gains the zone, but the puck comes. Morrissey. Morrissey moves it up. That's Rodecker, 5th star tonight. He turned it over. Esposito comes in, slap shot goes over the net. Puck comes out to Welch. Welch chips it out. Comes to Hall. Hall moves to Snyder. Snyder has taken off his stick by Morrissey. Morrissey heads up ice. His shot is blocked by Esposito. Puck comes in front of the net and then thrown into the corner. Picked up by Mossy. He's going to try and chip that in, but the puck comes to Gapinoff. Gapinoff chips it out of the zone. Puck comes to Morrissey. He chips it in. He'll chase. 2-on-1. Slap shot goes wide of the net. Rodecker keeps that one in. But in the corner now. King picks it up. He'll look up ice. Resets. Turn over to Morrissey. Morrissey cuts in. Shot off the iron. Gapinoff. He's going to collect it. Throws the pass to Morrissey, but that goes across the crease. The other side. Kept in by Strong. Puck comes to Morrissey. Evades one defender. Backhand pass broken up by Mossy. He gets it back, though. Cuts towards the net. Loops around that pass. Intended for Rodecker is broken up. Gapinoff pinches. He picks it up. He goes sliding into the boards. Morrissey gets it, but Morrissey has knocked off a stick, and that's going to be a penalty. Gapinoff got tripped up there. King will go to the box. Tanzi, Trecco, Esposito, and Bozeman out for Connetquot Sayville. On the other side, Rocco Azara will take the face. Not Rocco Azara, my apologies. Face off one by Bozeman. He chips up to the point. Comes to Kuhn. Kuhn moves it D to D. Puck comes down low. Noon on the face off. Puck comes to Azara. Taking off his stick. Puck remains in the zone, at least for now. Noon has it. Makes the cross-ice pass. Settled. Shot. Save by Clark. Trecco has it. Tries to move it up the boards, but puck comes to Azara. Azara shot off the iron. Picked up by Trecco. Shot up to Kuhn. Kuhn gets it to Azara. Azara's pass all the way across. Couldn't connect. Kept in. Comes to Noon. Noon collects. Moves past to Azara. Azara gets the shot gloved by Clark. Line change for Patch Med. Pinocchio alongside Lupo. Lupo wins it back to Strong. Strong evaluates his option, takes a shot. That goes wide of the net. Pinocchio couldn't control it. Snyder gets it up. Tanzi tries to keep it in. Tanzi gets it, chips it out. Lupo. He's going to chip that one in, but it comes to Snyder. Snyder. He's going to send that all the way down. Puck comes to Strong. He evades Tanzi. Resets. Moves it up ice. Puck comes to Esposito, who collected the turnover. Pinocchio is on him. He's got Warner back. Bono also there. Lupo also there. Esposito's going to shoot that one all the way down. Strong comes to collect, but he's under pressure. Evades Theodorelorius. Heads up ice. Bono gets it, but he can't control it. Schneider collects, moves it to Warner. Warner gets to Esposito. Esposito, he'll head up ice with speed. Penalty's about to expire. He cuts to the outside, knocked off his stick. Warner pinches, can't control it. Strong takes a hit. That's going to be a penalty on Bozeman. Strong is down. Bozeman's heading to the locker room. My suspicions are correct. This will be a misconduct and a major. Strong is going to get up. Assisted. Nope. And Jake Strong is up. Not putting any pressure on that right foot. He'll head to the locker room. Connetquot Sayville has 5 guys on the ice. That's going to have to be resolved pretty quick. Still waiting for the penalty to come up on the board. Snyder called to the bench. I believe this is going to be a 5-minute major. No one's in the box to serve it is the issue. Tansey goes to the box to serve. Really cutting it close there. Face off 1. By Connetquot Sayville, they throw it up the boards. D-to-D pass, puck comes to Gapinoff. Gapinoff shot goes wide. Miller goes to collect. Keeps it in. Warner forces a turnover. He heads up ice. Holds it along the blue line. Tried to get it to Theodorelis. That's broken up. Connetquot Sayville gets it, throws the shot wide. Puck thrown up. King gets it. King resets. Throws up the boards. Warner enters. Gets a shot blocked. Puck is collected by Miller. Miller's pass gets intercepted by Theodorelis. Theodorelis' shot goes wide. Picked up by Gapinoff. Gapinoff resets. Heads up the middle of the ice. Moves it to Morrissey. They have numbers if they hurry. Morrissey cuts around. Moves. Shot goes wide. The net. Kuhn recovers. Finds Morrissey. Morrissey forced to reset. Welch gets onside. Morrissey enters the zone. Cuts in. Knocked off his stick and cleared by Mossy. Puck comes to Morrissey again. Slap shot blocked. That goes way up into the netting. 3:37 left on the PK. Noon line goes out. Face off 1 by Connetquot Sayville. Esposito is going to pick that up behind the net. Looks to move it by Cesaro, forces the turnover. Puck comes to Noon. Noon shot save. Rebound collected by Esposito. Esposito's going to shoot that all the way down, but the puck's knocked down and kept in. Chip right back down into the zone. Esposito's on it. Fires it right up the middle to Wagner. Wagner gets it past Kuhn. Azara collects the puck and resets. Gapinoff gets the zone entry. Knocked off his stick. Esposito's on it. Esposito looks to block out Gapinoff, throws it around the boards. That's going to come right to Azara. Azara moves it to Kuhn. Kuhn gets it back to Azara. A little give and go there, but he couldn't control it. Snyder throws it around, but that comes to Noon. Noon tried to chip it to Azara, but Esposito has it now. Esposito heads up ice with speed. Cuts around Gapinoff. Azara, though, wins that race. Chips it back. Throwing up the boards, past Gapinoff. Hall's going to pick that one up. Looks cross ice to Esposito. That's knocked down by Azara, but Azara can't control it. Hall still has it. He looks to Wagner, can't find him. That's knocked off his stick. Morrissey gets it. Evades pressure, moves it to Gapinoff. Gapinoff has knocked off a stick by Snyder. Snyder still has it, heads in 2-on-1. Great defense there from Morrissey. To block the shot, that goes wide. Deflected, rather. Wagner, or Snyder, rather, still has it. Centering pass goes to DeLeon. DeLeon picks it up. Gets the red, gets the blue, and gets it knocked off his stick by Esposito. Puck along the wall now. Lupo chips it back in. Comes to Morrissey. Morrissey cuts the center shot. Saved by Clark from the off-angle shot. Nice opportunity there. Miller has it. Miller moves it across to DeLeon. DeLeon's shot goes wide. Lupo collects. Correction, Azara corrects. Gets to Morrissey. Morrissey still has it. Moves off the back of the net past Snyder. Puck comes to Miller. Miller keeps it in. But then the puck comes to Wagner. Wagner's heading in one-on-one. Miller gets back. Wagner's forced to the outside. He'll throw a backhand on that. That's blocked. Great PK here from Connetquot Sayville. Morrissey heads up ice with speed. Heads to the outside of Trecca. Throws the puck in front. Shot goes wide. Great chance there. Lupo's going to chip that one back in. Puck goes out of play. 57 seconds left on this 5-minute major. That Theo Tanzi has the unfortunate distinction of serving. Face-off comes outside the zone. Face-off won by Lupo. Bono couldn't control it. Then it comes back down. Trecca has it. Trecca looks to move it across the ice and does. Gapinoff avoids Makeley, gets the zone. Avoids Mossy. Cuts the outside of King. Resets. Fades King again. Wraps around the net. Under pressure from King. Loses control of the puck there. King gets it. Kept circling, looking for a pass. Couldn't find it. Shot all the way down. Kuhn tried to knock it down. Couldn't. Makeley provides pressure. Gapinoff moves it to Lupo. Lupo enters the zone. Cuts to the outside. Looks for the centering pass. Ends up in the skates. Picked up and sent the other way by Makeley. That's going to do it for the 5-minute major. It's still tied. It's 0. Chipped up the ice. Bono keeps it in. Lupo recovers. Lupo looking for the pass. Can't find it. Takes it in the corner. Thrown in front. Goes off Bono's skate and into the corner. Out now, Gapinoff. Chips it back in. They check up. Makeley's on it. Makeley throws it up the boards to Mossy. Mossy had it bounce off his skate, but he's got it now. Can't find Wagner, so he's just going to shoot that in. Goes off the stick. And into the corner. Lupo picks it up. Does a save by Tannenbaum. Puck comes out. Almost back in. Would have been offsides, though. Now Lupo heads the other way. Shoots through the screen. Saved by Clark. Picked up. And moved out of the zone. D-to-D pass. Heads up ice to Morrissey. Morrissey coming in on Esposito and Andreas. Andreas breaks that one up. Comes to Esposito. Looks up ice. That's broken up, though. Knocked down. Rodecker throws it in front. Shot into the corner by Welch. Puck comes to Morrissey. Morrissey throws it. Shot by Rodecker. Goes wide. Great chance there. Esposito's still on it. Puck comes up the boards. Carney pinches. Tries to keep it in. He does. But Welch can't complete the job. Miller's got the puck. Morrissey's back. Carney's catching up. Puck comes to Carney. Turnover, Tansey. Fresh legs from serving that 5-minute major. He didn't commit the penalty, just had to serve it. The corner now. Thrown up around the board. Snyder's going to keep that one in. Snyder has it. Snyder throws it to the net. That's a save by Tannenbaum. Great start here for Connetquot Sayville. 5-minute major was standing. Have looked like they belonged in the game this entire night. I mean, it's really difficult to do that when you have a 5-minute major and to kill it without giving up a goal. Tremendous work. Jack alone in the dot. But he can't win it that time against Azara. Azara won it back. Miller has the puck. And then Azara collects. Azara moves it to DeLeon. DeLeon moves it to Noon. Noon enters the zone. It's a 2-on-2. Finds the high guy. Shot! Into the netting. I believe that was deflected. Defensive zone faceoff. Great chance there for the Raiders. Defensive change now. Kapanoff and Kuhn. Azara is still in the dot. And Jack alone. Wins it back. Comes to Kuhn. Kuhn moves it to Kapanoff. But it goes through his legs. Kapanoff chips it back in. Noon gets it back to Kapanoff. He's going to walk in. Slap shot. Save. Rebounds loose. Second time it's covered. Great chance there for the Raiders, who have looked a little bit better at 5-on-5 than they did 5-on-4. Face off, one back by Azara. Gapanoff tries to keep it in, barely does. Esposito, Hall, Wagner head up the other way. Kuhn breaks that one up. Hall loses his footing. Chipped out, but it comes to Mossy. Mossy tries to shoot it back in. Puck comes free to Trecchia. Trecchia has it knocked down. Now Wagner enters the zone. Pass is broken up by Azara. Gapanoff has it. Throws it up the boards. Zara couldn't collect. Esposito's in a race with him. Zara tries to knock it free, can't. Esposito throws up the boards, and Noon gets it. Noon cuts his back in, gives it to Azara. Azara shot, save! Tried to go short side, but Clark gave him nothing. Puck comes out. Gapanoff recovers, though, for the Raiders. The Raiders throw it up the ice, but Wagner recovers. Wagner has it knocked off his stick by Noon, who had some help from Azara. Puck comes free. Azara and Esposito in a race. Esposito's going to knock that one out. But Azara's going to get it this time. Looks behind the net. Resets. Throws it in front of Noon. Backhand save! Still loose. And a fight breaks out afterwards. Noon took a couple hits from I believe that was Snyder. Either Snyder or Wagner there. And Esposito actually pushed him back. It's the reason I guess he's the captain of this JV T-Birds team. Face off one. Lupo gets a shot. That's glove down. Rebounds loose. Puck is still free. Clark went to cover. Couldn't. Bono throws it off the back of the net. Puck comes to the center. Carney couldn't keep it in. They're off. Lupo touched up, so that's going to be offsides. We'll see if it heads all the way down. Face-off will be outside the zone. Warner versus Lupo. One back by Connetquot Sayville. They shot it up the ice, though, and then it came to Miller. Miller, he cuts around Makeley. Cuts the inside. Has the puck on his backhand. Can't collect it and shoot, so Theodorelis gets it. Tries to exit the zone. Lupo keeps it in. Lupo still has it, but throws it to Theodorelis. Theodorelis gets the clear. Bono will recover. Makes the pass across to Lupo. Lupo is forced back. He makes the pass to Bono, and that goes to King. King has it knocked off his stick by Lupo. Lupo has his stick tied up, still trying to push it up the boards. And he does. Gets past King. Goes in one-on-one. Gets hit by Andreas. Puck in the corner now. Is that to Warner? He throws up the center. No one's home. Oh, kept in by Gapinoff. Or Miller, rather. Miller loses it. Andreas heads the other way. Shot. Glove save. Andreas takes a big hit. There's an arm in the air. And Carney will head to the box. It's a Connetquot Sayville power play with just under 1 minute left in the period. Jack alone in the dot against Morrissey. Face off one forward. Morrissey cuts outside. Esposito's on him. Moves almost through Esposito. Lost control. Snyder has it. Snyder heads the other way. He's heading in 4-on-2. Cuts the outside. Looks for the pass. Can't find his shot. Save. Tannenbaum with the big save there. About 41 seconds left on the clock in the first period. Tansey couldn't win the face-off. Puck is one forward, though, and Esposito gets it. Esposito makes the easy pass. That's broken up. Rodecker's in a race with Esposito. Esposito's rapidly gleaning. Clark shoots it out, but it goes off Esposito's skate, and then it's collected by Snyder. Snyder gains his own. He collides. Bit of friendly fire there. Thrown out of the zone. This time Esposito's on it, but Morrissey pursues. Esposito forced to reset. Now he heads in. Loses the puck. Comes to Snyder. Snyder has it. Snyder passes himself. Has him taken off a stick by Morrissey. Morrissey throws it down. Rodecker almost had it, but they was offsides. Checks up, but the period's going to come to a close at 0-0. There's going to be 1:02 left on the Carney penalty when we come back in just 1 minute. A lot of fast-paced transition hockey tonight from both teams. Big plays earlier in the game. William Bozeman got a 5-minute major and a misconduct. He's out for tonight. Jake Strong was injured on that play that got Bozeman knocked out. He's also out for tonight, as far as we're aware. A little under 30 seconds till the start of the period. Second period about to get underway. Big kill to start off the period on the long change, no less, for the Raiders. They failed to capitalize on their own 5-minute major earlier. Now they have to kill the remainder of this 2-minute penalty. Azara versus Wagner. .102 remaining on the power play. Face off, won by Azara, but ends up in the official skate and recovered by Connetquot Sayville. Snyder moves it up to Hall. Hall enters the zone, has it knocked off his stick by Brady Miller. Snyder recovers. Snyder walks in, gets around Miller, moves to his forehand shot, save Tannenbaum. Big save there. Already going to be a partial change for Patchogue Medford after that play. I think they're still trying to complete the change. Face off now in the defensive zone. One to Esposito. Esposito moves the Snyder has a Snyder shot off the pad and goes wide. Esposito's going to pick that one up. He's under pressure from Morrissey. Morrissey nearly knocks off his stick, couldn't. Esposito has it, walks in. Has the stick lifted, shot, scores! Christopher Esposito, his 10th of the year. It's 1-0 on the power play goal. What a beauty it was. Has his stick lifted by Morrissey about twice. Almost whiffed on a shot. Gathers, collects, and shoots it again. What a beauty there for Esposito. Remained composed throughout the entire play. Maintained possession, more importantly, allowing him to get that shot off. Face off at center. 1 to Morrissey. Morrissey's heading up ice. It's around the first defenseman. Can't get around King, though. King has to take it off a stick by Morrissey. Comes to DeLeon. DeLeon loses it to Theodorelis. Theodorelis loses it to Warner. Warner heads up ice. Resets along the half wall. Has it knocked off a stick. Puck ends up with Andreas. Andreas throws in front. Shot save. Another shot save. Scores! It's 2-0. The rebound from Theodorelis, I believe. That's going to be... I'm just going to double check that. This is 4th of the year. 2nd of the game for Connetquot Sayville, who has jumped out to a 2-goal lead in the first minute of this period. Bono tried to win it forward. Ends up going back and forth before bouncing out to the blue line. Turnover. Comes to Makeley. Ends up in the corner. Comes to King. King walks in. Throws it down to Theodorelis. Miller gets it. Throws it back up the boards. Carney gathers the puck. Pass intended for Panaccia goes awry, but Rodecker's going to pick that up, throws it to the center. Can't find help, and then Panaccia can't find a man. He turns it over. King heads up ice, 2-on-2, cuts to the outside of Carney. Gets the shot, scores! 1-2-3 for Connetquot Sayville. Joshua King, his 1st of the year. 3rd of the game. It's 3-0. Connetquot Sayville. I'm not entirely sure Patchogue Medford has faced a game like this all year. They're down 3-0 early. Face off now at center. One forward by Connetquot Sayville. Gapinoff recovers. Looks up ice, evades pressure. Gains the zone. Shot! Scores! Alexander Gapinoff, his 9th of the season, 1st of the game for Patchogue Medford. He didn't like being down 3-0, so he skated right up the middle, fired a wrister right into the top shelf. No chance for Clark there. It's 3-1. It started as a low-scoring game. It's turned into a bit of a barn burner in the first 2.5 minutes this period. Face off 1 by Noon. Comes to Gapinoff. Gapinoff, he cuts the outside. He wants to do it again. Shot, saved by Clark. Rebound's going to come free to Welch in the corner. Welch throws it back down. Pass, shot. Zara's shot is stopped by Clark. Snyder collects, throws it up the boards. Hopkins got a stick on it, but couldn't control it. Zara fades Snyder. Has the puck taken off his stick. Hopkins has it. Hopkins gets the clear. Gapinoff will chase all the way down. Icing's waved off. Gapinoff has Tansy on him. Gapinoff collects, throws up the wall. That deflects into the center, but it's collected by Azara. Azara has it knocked off a stick by Esposito. Azara recovers, evades Tansy, throws it up the wall. Snyder in a race now. Snyder has to take it off a stick. Thrown. Pass. Oh, no pass thrown. He was trying to get the passing lane, couldn't find it. Now he does. Azara can't collect it on his backhand, though. Bounces out to the point. Kuhn has it. Kuhn's going to dump that one back in. Collected by Noon. Noon throws the front. Azara whiffs on the one-timer. Hall goes for the puck, gets it out. It's a 2-on-1 heading the other way. Gapinoff steps up, breaks that one up. Kuhn's going to shoot that almost all the way down. Azara puts the pressure on. Esposito takes it off a stick, throws it across the ice. That's collected by Noon. Noon looks to the center, but has taken off a stick. Gets it back, throws it to the point. Shot, deflects. Morrissey collects it. He's got Esposito on him. Throws it. Gapinoff steps in. Shot save. And the rebound goes into the corner. Mossy gets it. Throws it up the boards. but it's kept in at least for now. Gapanov still has it. Gets it in deep. That comes to Azara. Azara looks for the net front pass. Can't find it yet. Tries to wrap it around. Puck isn't covered, though. Still loose. Thrown up the boards. That's going to go all the way down, and that's icing. It was an easy 1-2-3 for the T-Birds tonight. Then Alexander Gapanov and the Raiders come roaring back for goal, and a good two minutes of unrelenting shots on Clark there. I mean, a great sequence, just no goal. DeLeon in the dot versus Warner. One back to Miller. Miller looks for the shot, finds it, but the shot goes off Morrissey. King throws it past Makeley, past Miller, out, no icing. Miller's going to collect that. Circles around his own net, throws it up to DeLeon. DeLeon has it bounce off a stick. Warner gets it. Morrissey takes it away. He's going in. Shot! Saved by Clark. Went for the rebound. Puck is still loose, but the whistle was blown. Puck wasn't completely covered. Puck came loose. But it doesn't matter now. It'll be a face-off. The Connetquot Sayville zone. Face-off won by Connetquot Sayville. But Morrissey is on the puck first. Comes away with it. Walks in. Shot save, Clark. Rebound collected. Fire towards the net, but Andreas gets it. He throws up the boards to Theodorelis. Theodorelis looks to throw it out. And Morrissey's going to be forced to collect that outside the zone. Regroups. Cuts up the middle. Cuts through 1, 2, 3. Heads to the outside. Shot. Save, Clark. What a glove save by Alexander Clark. Partial line change here. Defensive pair is going to change. Gapanov's back out. But Morrissey's line stays on. Bit of a late change for Connetquot Sayville as they all head off the ice. Not the first late change we've seen in this game. Won't be the last. Appears the officials are just going to be a little bit more lenient with it. Nothing wrong with that. Face-off one. Comes to the point. Gapanov shoots. Glove save, Clark. He beat him top shelf once. And Clark paying extra special attention to the toy department right now. DeLeon in the dot. Can't win it. Puck comes to Lupo. Lupo tried to drop to Morrissey. Couldn't. Morrissey's forced to dump it in. Treco has it. Treco throws it up the ice. That comes through to Esposito. Esposito takes the shot. That's blocked. Goes off Tannenbaum, sticking wide. Kuhn throws it around the net. Picked up by Gapanov. Gapanov evades Hall. Cuts across the ice. Throws it up. Pass comes to Morrissey. Morrissey flexing his skates. Forced to reset. Evades Hall. Moves it to DeLeon. DeLeon fires it to Morrissey. Morrissey shot. Save! Rebound save! DeLeon gets still in front of the net. And that's going to be a cross-checking penalty. Lupo had a chance to get a third shot on that. Hall with the full extension. Don't even need slow motion for that one. He's heading to the box. Great call by the officiating crew. And right now, Patchogue Medford heads back on the power play. Didn't collect on the first 5-minute major. Let's see if they can collect on the 2-minute minor. Face off, one cleanly back. Kuhn's shot deflects, goes off the pad of Clark. In the corner now of Esposito. Esposito has Noon on him. Azara comes to help. Esposito kicks out. Makeley has it. Makeley looks to throw it up the ice, but he throws it off the boards. That went out of play. Faceoff will go right back in to the defensive zone. Zara hands the puck to Marone, one of the officials. And we'll have defensive zone faceoff to Connetquot Sayville. Faceoff won by Connetquot Sayville. Esposito has the puck, throws it up the boards. Comes to Gapanov though. Gapanov, slap shot is blocked, goes wide. Rather deflected wide. Zara collects. Gets it down deep. Warner throws up the middle. That's going to go all the way down the ice. Tannenbaum collects. Makes the saucer pass to Gapanov. Gapanov Makes the pass cross ice to Azara. Azara collects. Cuts the inside, gets knocked off a stick, but it comes to Gapinoff. Gapinoff steps in, throws it down into the corner. Morrissey's going to pick that up. He's got Esposito on him. He's got Makeley on him. He's going to cut to the net through all of them. And then gives the puck to Gapinoff. Gapinoff shot, saved Clark right in the breadbasket there. Just peppering Clark with shots. But it's 3-1 Connetquot Sayville. Nonetheless, in no small part because of Alexander Clark in that first couple of minutes of this period. Raiders looking to close the gap here. Morrissey line stays on. Noon's in the dot. Wins it back. Shot on net. It goes off the back of the net from Azara. Comes out to Miller. Miller walks in. Miller's shot is blocked. That's going to hit the ceiling. Bounce right back down. Forward line changes now. Bono can't win the faceoff against Esposito, but Patchogue gets it. Gets the shot. That's turned aside by Clark. Esposito picks up. Shoots that one up the ice. Picked up by Miller. He's pursued by Tansey. Throws it up the boards, but not out of the zone. Puck comes back to Miller. Comes back to Theodorelis. Theodorelis walks in. Throws it towards the net. Saved by Tannenbaum. Puck is loose. Tansey went for the rebound. Couldn't get it. Puck comes to Snyder. Snyder evades the hit. Loses the puck. Chipped out now. Oh, kept in by Esposito. Tansey collects the puck. Throws it to Esposito. That's deflected. Comes back to Tansey. Tansey cuts in. His shot is blocked. Gets another shot. Saved by Tannenbaum with the basket catch there. Great short-handed chance for Connetquot Sayville. Raiders bench has seen enough. There's going to be a full line change here with only 6 seconds left on the power play. Face off, one back. But Tansey was the first guy on it. Thrown out of the zone, off Esposito's stick. Goes back into his zone. He looks up ice, makes the pass. That's going to go all the way down. Right to Gapinoff, that is. Gapinoff fires it up the boards. Snyder tried to keep it in, couldn't. Went off him. Goes to Esposito. He's pursued by Azara. And he'll reset behind his net. Azara tried to force him to give it up. He couldn't. Esposito moves up the boards. Azara knocks off the stick. But it ends up coming right back out to Snyder. Snyder's shot is saved by Tannenbaum. Rebound is loose. And that comes out of the zone. Pass couldn't be collected by Lupo. But it's kept in the zone by Lupo. Welch will pick that up. Backhands it deep. Snyder picks it up. Throws it up the boards. But it goes off the official. Stays in the zone. But Azara can't collect, so Wagner picks up. Wagner makes first pass, second pass. Azara collects. Cuts inside. He isn't knocked off the puck. Thrown up to Azara this time. Snyder forces turnover, heads the other way, 3-on-1. Wagner, pass intercepted by Gapinoff. Gapinoff heads the other way with speed. Gets knocked off a stick, but it's picked up by Lupo. Lupo makes the pass. Whistle. Unclear. That's going to be going against Gapinoff. Gapinoff has a few words for the official. We won't speculate what they are. Pat Med heads to penalty kill. Penalty up behind the play. Pat Med had possession. Not ideal for them. They have to go on the kill for the next 2 minutes. And one of their penalty killers is on the bench. Morrissey lines up against Warner. I think Connetquot Sayville. Oh, face-off won by them. King's shot turned aside by Tannenbaum. Kuhn gets it. Throws up the boards, but not far enough. Makeley has it. Comes out to Morrissey. Morrissey cuts up ice. Evades 2-3 guys. And he'll enter the zone. Looks around Andreas. Looks for the pass. Finds Miller. Miller throws in front of that. Shot by Clark. Save. Puck comes free. Theodorelis picks it up. Heads up ice. Chips it in. Miller is all over that one. But he throws it back into the corner. And then he gets it back. Miller Throws it up ice to Morrissey. Morrissey collects, but the pass is behind him. Shot, scores! No big deal for Justin Morrissey, who has the shorthanded goal to make it 3-2. Can't connect on the power play, but they do on the penalty kill. 1:15 remaining on the Gapinoff penalty. And Morrissey staying out. End-to-end shorthanded, no problem. Morrissey wins the faceoff, moves forward, cuts to the outside. Esposito's on him. Shot! Saved by Clark, goes wide off his glove. Leon chips it back in. Morrissey picks that one up. Throws it in front to DeLeon. DeLeon can't connect. It was on his backhand. Carney's pinching against Tansey. DeLeon picks it up, throws it across. Kept in by Miller. Oh, not kept in. Wagner heads the other way. He's going in 1-on-0. Backhand shot, scores! And it's a power play goal for Wagner. Paul Wagner, that's his third of the season. It's the fourth of the game for Connetquot Sayville. It's 4-2. Coming away from that power play even in terms of the lead. Opposite of Justin Morrissey. His celebration couldn't have been more extravagant that time. Face-off one to Esposito. Esposito heads up ice, evades Matfeld, but shoots that out of play. Face-off will come outside the zone. Corrections coming to center ice. Deja vu all over again. Noon in the dot versus Wagner. Noon wins it forward, but the puck comes to Snyder. Snyder's going to move it to Esposito. Esposito throws it up the boards. That comes to Wagner. Wagner cuts around Kuhn, but the puck comes to Gapinoff. Gapinoff throws it around the boards to, I believe that's Azara. Azara chips it out. Comes to Noon. Noon heads in with Azara. Noon shot, scores! Michael Noon, his 8th for the season, brings the Raiders within 1 with that goal. Walks in, he knows he has Azara. Takes pass, shot. Oh, that's a beauty. Right over the pad, blocker side. That's gorgeous. Seven Genos in this game by 7 different players. Face off, won by Noon. He's gonna dump that in. King will collect. Heads up the middle of the ice. Force the outside. Kuhn pinches to force the turnover. Zara throws up the boards. Icing waved off on that play. Gapinoff throws it to Azara. Azara moves it up ice. Noon's pass intended for Matfield goes wide. Massey has it. Massey throws up to Hopkins. Hopkins moves it to Snyder. Snyder moves it to Massey. Massey resets. Knocked down by Azara. Trecca gets it. She'll head the other way. Gets his own entry. Stick was lifted. Gapinoff picks it up. Loses the puck. But he gets it back. Heads around the net with speed. Cuts around King. Shot! Blocked. Flex wide. He's going to collect his own rebound. Cuts through the zone. Maintains possession. Resets. Walks the blow. Makes the pass. Puck heads up on the net. Zara tried to throw it in front. Couldn't. King looks to get it out. Throwing up the boards. Kept in by Miller. Then Noon dumps it in deep. Azara picks it up. Azara fades Trecca. Or Trecco, rather. Zara cuts in. Shot! Oh, off the stick and off the iron, but remains in play. Chip down low. Ends back up with Noon. Noon's going to shoot that around to Zara. Zara goes short side, tried to stuff it in. Zara's shot goes wide. He goes down. And Connetquot Sayville gets the clear. Massey heads up ice. His shot is deflects off the stick of Miller. That goes wide. Puck is still loose. Zara will collect. Gets it to Morrissey. Morrissey, he'll reset. Knocked off his stick by Hall. Hall throws it in front. That's broken up by Carney. Puck comes to Miller. Chipped up the boards. Miller has it. Gets his own entry. 2-on-1 shot over the net. Rebound comes to Hall. Hall's going to shoot that one all the way down. That's going to be icing. And it is. Morrissey wanted the pass there. Didn't get it. Shot one around the net. Bono in the dot. Face off, one forward. Morrissey shot over the net. Miller pinches against Jacqueline to keep it in. Puck bounces off Jacqueline. Morrissey recovers. Morrissey tried to move around. Snyder got a stick on it. Forces a turnover. Tansey has it now. Tansey under pressure from Morrissey. Morrissey takes it off his stick. It comes out of the zone. Morrissey comes in one-on-one against Esposito. Shot! Saved by Clark. Rebound. Puck comes. Shot. Saved. Rebound. Gloved. I believe that was bouncing puck. I believe that was Patchogue who couldn't get enough on it. Not entirely. No, it was Bono who couldn't get enough on it. My apologies. Hard of a bouncing puck to settle it like that. Face off against Warner. Bono wins it. Morrissey gets it. Morrissey's shot is deflected out of play. This Connetquot Sayville team has one motto: don't let Morrissey shoot at all costs. Been blocking shots all night. Face off. Bono's stick is tied up. Comes free to Kuhn. Kuhn's going to step in. Shot. Goes off Snyder. He'll pick it up. Throw it up the boards. Armor's up for icing. And that's the call as we head all the way back down. Less than a minute to play in the second. Connetquot Sayville scored 1-2-3. But now it's 4-3. Pat Med down 1. Face off 1 by Connetquot Sayville out of the zone. Gapanov's going to pick that up. Escapes Theodorelis. Cuts in. Cuts the outside of Snyder. Has it knocked off his stick. Thrown up the boards. Kuhn forced to regroup. Goes D to D, but that's... No, not D to D. Goes to Rodecker. Rodecker gets the puck. That's almost deflected. Morrissey couldn't get it out either. Rodecker is going to have to pick that one up. Throws it up the boards. Morrissey cuts outside Esposito. He heads up ice with speed. Snyder's back. Shot! Blocked. Or deflected by Esposito. Thrown up the boards, past Panaccia. Gapanov gets it. He resets. Throws it down. That's knocked down by Esposito. Shot on net, gloved by Clark. Time winds down and expires. Started out, coming all up, Connetquot Sayville. Then Gapanov scored. And it all changed. It's 4-3 now. They're within striking distance here. Connetquot Sayville sitting at 3-7 compared to the Raiders 7-3, trying to pull off the upset here. And it's within reach. Couple of lineup changes here tonight for them too, which seem to have really helped. That Snyder-Esposito pairing has been very strong on the back end. And I think that's made a huge difference for them. Is that in this league, you kind of have to try and win from the back end. Like, the best way to win it at any level in hockey is to have puck-moving defensemen. And tonight, the story of the game, especially after the injury to Jake Strong, is that Connetquot Sayville has been just phenomenal activating from the blue line. Phenomenal moving the puck up ice. You've seen a lot of offense from Esposito and Snyder. I mean, Snyder is someone who's slid around this lineup too. He's played a lot of center, actually. Clearly moving him back was the right decision. It would come to no surprises to any Islanders fan that when your defense is slow, you look slow. And tonight, I mean, Connetquot Sayville's blue line has just been flying. Face off now, center ice. Wagner versus Azara. If Wagner will grace the dot with his presence, that is. Face off, one back by Azara. He's been really good at the dot tonight. Miller pass is broken up. Stick was broken, or rather just lost there. Picked up by Miller. Miller moves it up to Lupo. Lupo's going to gain the zone, cuts to the outside, has it knocked off his stick, but he's going to maintain possession. Looks for Azara, finds him. Azara, shot! Oh, goes wide. Flex there. Miller pinches. He gets it. Looks for the pass, finds it. Azara, but that one on net. Shot and a save. Kicking Azara. Exchange words after the whistle. Don't want to speculate here, but it probably had something to do with look at the scoreboard from King and look at the standings from Azara. Zara versus Warner in the dot. Face off one. Lupo has it, drops it to Carney. Carney's shot is blocked. Zara collects the rebound. Puck comes to Theodorelis. He'll chip that out. Flex the puck, then it's knocked down. Zara heads up, gets caught in Warner's skates. Lupo picks it up. Lupo chips it into the corner. Andreas on it. Puck thrown to the front of the net, comes to King. King heads up ice with speed. Gets that taken off the stick by Lupo with a great back check there. Thrown across the ice. Comes to Warner. Warner will shoot that down. Luke Tannenbaum, no relation to Mike as far as we're aware. We'll send it to Lupo. But Lupo's turnover leads to a shot on net from a bad angle. Tannenbaum covers, full line change for the Raiders, as well as the T-Birds. Face off, won by Wagner. Up the boards. Esposito has it. Esposito's shot is turned aside. The rebound came free in front of the net. Hall throws it around. Puck is still loose. Kuhn moves it up. Cross ice pass. Snyder's on it. But so is Morrissey. Morrissey couldn't get it past Snyder. Comes to Esposito. Or comes to Wagner, rather. Wagner has Esposito with him. Now the puck's with Esposito. His shot's turned aside by the stick of Tannenbaum. Esposito looks for the pass that's broken up by Noon. In the skates of Wagner. Chip back out to Esposito. Esposito gets a shot saved by Tannenbaum. Puck is thrown to Morrissey, but it's thrown too far. That's going to be icing. And they'll head all the way back down. Face off now, Wagner in the dot for Connetquot Sayville. But he can't win it. Puck comes out to King. Shot goes wide. Esposito's going to collect that one. But his pass is deflected. Wagner maintains possession. He's going to wrap around the net, looks for the pass, throws it in front. Nobody's home. Comes to Snyder. Snyder walks the line, shot, goes wide of the net. Then a rebound thrown, covered. Poke at the goalie late, no goal. I believe that was Hall there, whose philosophy seemed to be, well, if I can't knock the puck into the net, maybe I can knock the goalie in. Can't exactly push the goalie into his net. Or behind the goal line, for that matter, at all. Noon's going to be in the dot. He'll match up against Wagner. Face-off one. Puck comes to Kuhn. Kuhn evades Hall. Puck moves up ice. DeLeon's pass broken up. He gloves it down outside the zone. But Hall's going to shoot that right back in. Esposito checks up. Puck comes to Gapinoff. And now they get the clear. Morrissey cuts in. King knocks it off his stick, though. DeLeon gets it. Morrissey's offside. That's a whistle. Morrissey lost an edge trying to stay onside. He's frustrated. And understandably so. It was scoreless in the first period. 7 goals in the second. And it's scoreless so far this period. And to be honest, I mean, the Raiders have been kind of caved into their own zone for most of the night. Face off now, Hopkins versus Azara. Azara wins it back. But the Raiders go forward. Puck comes to Azara. Azara throws it in front of the net, but no one's home. Tansey gets it. Tansey looks. Resets around his own net. He faces pressure. Azara knocks it off his stick. Andreas gets it. Looks to Hopkins. That pass is deflected. Comes to Bono. Bono can't keep it in, so it comes to Tansey. Tansey can't connect. And it's still in the zone. Knocked out now. Tansey heads up ice. He's got numbers if he hurries. Shot saved by Tannenbaum. Rebound turned aside. Miller's going to pick that one up. Along the wall now with speed. He's got a 2-on-1. Trecchia back. Miller. Oh, whiffs on the pass. Trecco breaks that up. And Connetquot Sayville gets the clear. A great chance. But the Raiders can't capitalize. Zara chips it around Hopkins. Puck comes to Andreas. He shoots it back in. Miller throws it up the boards. That goes off Carney. Then he throws up again. Andreas keeps it in. Andreas has it. Walks in. Throws it to the center. Tansey can't connect because that's on his backhand. Rodecker's on it. He throws it around the net. That's going to come to Andreas along the wall. And then a turnover is forced. Miller. Trecco got his stick lifted. Puck comes to Bono. Bono throws in front of the net. Rebound. Loose. Shot. Oh! Puck's loose. Throw it across the crease. Comes to Tansey. Tansey throws that down. Icing. They all head back down on the 4-on-3. Morrissey in the dot. Wins the face-off back, comes to Gapinoff, who collects it on his backhand. He chips it in under pressure from Hall. Morrissey collects. Collides with Snyder along the board. Snyder muscles his way through, gets the puck. He heads up ice. Esposito's behind. Snyder gets the zone. Still has it. Shot. Deflects over the net. Kuhn gets it. Snyder collides with Lupo. Uses him to slow his fall. Kuhn gains the zone. Knocked off his stick by King. Welch steps back. Tries to keep it in. He does, but not for long. It's out now. King has it. He chips it up, but it goes past Wagner. Gapinoff was there, but it's icing. Gapinoff has some words for the official. Maybe it was the other way around. Morrissey in the dot now. Matched up against Warner. Morrissey wins it back. Comes to Gapinoff. Gapinoff chips that right back down. Puck goes past King in the corner. Morrissey tries to come away with it. He does. Cuts to the center. Backhand pass. Can't connect. Rebound. Gets a shot and a save by Clark. Connetquot Sayville wins the draw, but Morrissey gets the puck. That's knocked off a stick by Theodorelis. He tries to get the clear. It's kept in. But for how long? Puck comes to King. King's going to chip that out. It's the top of the glass. Comes to Gapinoff. Gapinoff throws it back up. Morrissey collects. He knocks it down. But the puck is bouncing. It's taken off a stick by Theodorelis. Warner chips it in. Theodorelis is on it. Morrissey breaks up that pass. Puck comes bouncing free, and it's gloved by Tannenbaum. Pat Med goes for the change. 9:12 left in the period. And it's still 4-3. Face off now. One back, but Theodorelis is on it for Connetquot Sayville. He moves up the boards. Mossy. Pinfort's turn over there. Chip right back in by Azara. Noon's going to pick that one up on the far corner. Resets along the half wall, chips it back in. Zara tried to throw it to the front of the net, couldn't get enough on it. Makeley's on it. He throws up ice to Theodorelis. That goes past him. Goes to Carney. Carney moves it to Noon. Noon gets the zone. Noon along the wall. Has it knocked off his stick. Mossy almost shot up the board. Thought better of it. Has his stick lifted by the net. Clark's going to cover the puck. Defensive zone face-off for the T-Birds. Noon in the dot. Wins it back, but it comes to Esposito. Esposito up the ice with speed. Miller turns to force him to the outside. Esposito's shot goes wide. It was deflected. Puck comes all the way to Mossy. Mossy fires a slap shot. That misses the net. Picked up by Miller. Miller, under pressure from Wagner, throws it up the boards. They get the clear. Goes off Mossy. Picked up by Noon. Noon heads in one-on-one. Fires a shot. Save. Right in the breadbasket. Puck still loose. Zara gets the stick lifted. But he gets the puck now. Shot saved by the pad. Back in the net now. DeLeon Noon can't get it. Thrown up by Andreas. Deflected. Esposito jumped the gun a little bit there. Pass comes to Azara. Zara cuts to the outside. Looks at that shot over the net and into the netting. Raiders go for the full change, as does Connetquot Sayville. Bono in the dot for Pat Med, but he can't win the face-off. Puck goes into the corner. Thrown up the boards, but Rodecker has it. Rodecker throws it across. Morrissey tries to settle. He can't. Evades one guy, throws to the front. Turnover. Snyder has it now. Heads up the ice with speed. He has numbers if he hurries. Bono gets back, knocked off his stick. Jackalone's in, but Morrissey comes away with it. Puck bounces free. Tansy's on it. But Morrissey comes away with it. Cuts out inside against King. Goes around King. Cuts in. 1-on-0. For him back in shot. Saved Clark. Clark knocked the netting off. No whistle. Bono keeps it in. Net's still off. King gets the puck in deep. Still has it. Gapinoff lifts his stick, but King gets the pass through, covered by Tannenbaum. And on the other end, Clark straightens out his net. Morrissey will stay. Lined up against this Esposito line. Bono will take the face-off. Face-off. Won by Pat Med. They're going to chip that up the ice to Morrissey. Morrissey tries to collect it. He does. He goes in 2-on-1. Looks for the pass. Finds it, but it's broken up. And then the rebound. Bono can't connect. So King heads up ice. King has Wagner and Esposito with him, but he'll take it himself. Drops it back. That's broken up by Morrissey. Morrissey pursued by Esposito. But he comes away with it. Still heading up ice with speed. Offsides. Face off now right outside the zone. Wagner versus Lupo. Wagner gets the better of that one. The puck comes. Miller. Miller resets. Gets it to Welch. Welch gains the zone. Throws it to Lupo. Lupo gets tied up. Puck comes out to Carney. Carney keeps it in. Panaccia. Defended by Trecco. Throws in front of the net. Puck comes to Carney. Carney still pinching. He loses it. Connetquot Sayville heads the other way, 2-on-1. Pass goes to Esposito. Miller tries to get him outside. He's forced to make a turn. Shot saved by Tannenbaum. Lupo picks it up. Resets under pressure. Evades Esposito. Heads up the middle of the ice, but can't control the puck. Wagner goes the other way. Wagner cuts the inside, drops it to Esposito. Esposito makes centering pass. Couldn't connect. Carney has the stick tied up. Thrown up the boards. Welch has it. Welch throws it up. Lupo to Panaccia. Panaccia tries to get it for Lupo. Lupo has it. Cuts the outside of Trecco. Looks to reset. Throw in front of the net. Can't. Welch has it now. Throws it to Panaccia. Panaccia can't control it. Puck's going to bounce all the way out to Esposito. Esposito going to fire a pass up the middle to Wagner. Wagner's knocked off the puck by Carney. Warner is going to collect the rebound. Gets it to Wagner. Puck ends up back in the corner. And then a little give and go goes back to Wagner. Welch gets the red line, and he gets the blue. Takes the hit, gets a shot on net, rather off net. Puck comes to Lupo. Lupo chips that right back in. Gonna end up behind. King's gonna collect. Lupo defends the pass to Esposito. That goes all the way down. Icing's waved off. Shot saved by Tannenbaum. Rebound saved by Tannenbaum! Esposito wants that one back. Gives a bit of a fist bump to Tannenbaum there after that save. Warner in the dot. Loses the face-off. Capinall moves it up the boards. Zara tries to chip it out. Doesn't get it the first time. Morrissey has it. He throws to the center. That's going to come to, or rather, Noon throws to the center. That's going to come to Snyder. Snyder tried to get out. He couldn't. King has it. King resets around the net. Chips it up the boards. But Morrissey's there. Morrissey keeps it in. Doesn't get the puck. Not yet, anyway. Noon steps in. Throws it back to Morrissey. Morrissey, his shot is deflected. Puck comes to Azara. Azara throws it towards the net. Can't connect. Makeley has it. Makes the pass, but it stays in the zone. Comes to Snyder. Snyder is going to shoot that one out of there. Kuhn tried to knock it down. Couldn't. Theodorelis has it. He heads up ice. Knocked off his stick by Gapinoff. He throws it up the boards, though, after getting it back. Back to Theodorelis. Gapinoff throws it back to the boards. Deflected by Warner. Now he gets it out. He's heading up ice with speed. He's got Azaro with him and Noon. Goes outside Andreas. Goes to his backhand, throws it in front, pass is deflected. Puck comes free. Miller keeps it in for now. Throws it to the center, though. Makeley gets the zone exit. Throws it all the way down. That's icing. Looks like there's a timeout by the Raiders with 3:02 remaining. Going to be a face-off in the Sayville zone. Clock is winding down. Time is running out for Patch Meg to get this to a tie game. Interesting to see. I think Tannenbaum is going to stay out for now. Going to have to watch for him as we approach the 2 minute to a minute 30 mark. But you got to think they'll pull him if they have possession. Connetquot Sayville looking to pull off the upset of the season tonight. Noon in the dot. Can't win it against Wagner. Wagner gets it into the corner. Andreas picks it up. Tried to shoot it out, but the puck comes to Noon. Noon gathers, collects on his forehand into shot. It's a whiff. Thrown up the boards by Hall. Hall throws it all the way down. That's going to be icing. Morrissey in the dot against Wagner. This time Morrissey gets the better of him. Shot directed towards the net, goes wide. Andreas picks up, wraps around the boards, comes to Hall. Then to Miller. Miller's shot on net. Saved by Clark. Azara throws it in front. Morrissey's back in. Well, that's Noon. My apologies. Morrissey tries to chip that one, and he can't. It's covered by Clark. Morrissey in the dot. And we have a timeout, this time from Connetquot Sayville. Well, the timeouts kind of feels like the end of a college basketball game right now. A great game tonight from Alexander Clark. And, you know, Luke Tannenbaum's been good, too. It definitely does feel like in the first and third periods, though, Clark's definitely faced a little bit more in terms of shots on net. And with some of the saves he's made, it's entirely the reason they're in the game. And like I said, on the other side, Tannenbaum's had some fantastic saves. The glove save against Esposito comes to mind right away, but the Raiders need the goal. Morrissey in the dot. Can't win it back. Comes to King. King looks to fire that around. Doesn't. Throws it up the center. Bouncing puck comes to Hall. It's kept in by Miller. But it goes to Snyder. Snyder looks to chip it out. He can't. Comes out now, though. Noon chips it in. Azara will chase. Pucks with Snyder. Throwing up the boards. Comes back to Noon. Wagner gets the exit, looks to pass to Esposito. It's knocked down. He checks up, puck comes to Miller. I believe that was Noon who gets his own. Resets along the boards. He's got two guys on him. Throws it behind the net. Snyder holding on to Morrissey. Prevents him from going for the puck. Chipped in by Gapinoff. Pass goes to Azara. Azara throws it in front of the net. Snyder knocks that one away. Miller can't knock it out. Esposito in a race now with Miller and Gapinoff. Cuts towards net. Shot. Save Tannenbaum. He leaves it. Morrissey will reset. He'll head up ice as we approach a minute remaining in this period. Pass goes to Azara. Azara cuts in. Puck comes free in the middle. Esposito was going to pursue. Morrissey picks it up. He's forced outside. Throws it to the center. Miller. Shot. Save Clark. Rebounds free. Almost shot down the ice. Miller throws it back towards the net. Pucks with Hall. Miller chips it in. Goalie goes. It's an empty net. Morrissey throws it. Save. Rebound. Save. Puck is still loose. And the whistle's blown. Puck was free as the whistle sounded. Of course, sometimes we have a better angle up here, just based on the fact we don't have to look through 7 different bodies in front of the net. Clark will take it, though. Morrissey in the dot versus Wagner. Wagner wins it back. They flip it up the ice. Heads towards the net, but not close enough. That's icing. Gappinoff fires the puck down to the official. Azara will take the face-off this time against Wagner. Won again by Wagner. Morrissey pursues the puck, though, gets it from King. Puck is nearly shot out. Esposito has it. Carries it up ice, looks for the shot towards the net. That's wide, that's icing. But time is running down. The clock is running out. There's just over 34 seconds left. Really been a story of 3 periods. Scoreless, and then 7 goals in the second. And now it's scoreless. Again. Face off, 1. Morrissey shot is blocked. Zara throws it to the front of the net. That's going to bounce out to Gappinoff. Gappinoff steps out, looks for the shot, fires, deflects, goes wide. Azara goes to collect the rebound, but Miller beats him to it. Miller chips it to Azara. Azara throws it to the front. Puck comes loose, cleared out of the zone. And there's just 15 seconds remaining. Picked right back up by Miller. Miller almost lost control, throws it up. Snyder forces turnover. Azara gets it back, their own sides, throws it across to Morrissey. 5 seconds left, Morrissey throws it in front. Pass goes awry. Azara can't collect, Miller can't collect, Esposito gets it, it's over! And Connetquot Sayville, with the upset victory, they move to 4-7. Patchogue Medford stunned on the other side, they fall to 7-4. What a game, what an upset. It was 0-0 in the first period. And then all 7 goals came in second period action. And then it was scoreless again in the third. Seven goals, 7 players. Tonight's matchup. Just an outstanding game from Alexander Clark and also Luke Tannenbaum, but at the end of the day, this was Connetquot Sayville's night. Nobody expected it to be their night. And oftentimes, that's why you win. When you're counted out from the start, you jump out to not an early lead rather, but you just stay in them. You kill a 5-on-4 major for 5 minutes. And that momentum carries you through the rest of the game. It's a Connetquot Sayville win. Final score 4-3. Thank you so much for watching here on LISM. My name is Jack Siskin. Thank you and good night.